And in a little anticlimactic garden, we've switched over to our winter crops. The zucchini was a dud. We got a male plant, didn't put off anything. These are some onions. I think, yeah, we got more onions here. We've got some spinach and stuff to go on the sides here. Around this was like an asparagus plant that it's just cool, so we left it. I don't really know what her plan is for that. More onions, and beets, and more beets. So just a lot of root vegetables, colder vegetables. We wanted to make sure we still use the space. We wanted to rip everything up and cut some lines and just do what we know, because this was, again, kind of an experiment with these that we were more or less not thrilled with. We're glad we did them to try it, and this is fine. But the metal ones, we're gonna move those to the backyard and make an herb garden. That's what all these are gonna be for next year, is herbs and peppers and things like that. Sweet potatoes doing great. I gotta put another layer on those. More beans back here, beans up front. We're gonna put something else in the bottom of that bean box, but we're gonna wait until our beans grow up and take hold, because our squash outran our beans last time. We didn't get a very good harvest. The mishap with the cucumbers, that was funny. We've let those, we pulled all those out, just cut our losses and put some more beans in here, so that's good. And all our trees are doing okay. You know, they're slowing down a lot. The apple tree outside of the fence had some critters around it, eating it, so I had to go and put a fence around it. But it's been very dry, very hot, very dry, with brief little windows of extreme wetness. So it's been a hard year, but we learned a lot. We had a lot of fun doing it. And next year, we're just gonna till some lines and plant like we know, the way that we're more familiar doing it. And then these are just going to be for our herb garden in the back. I guess just to be totally transparent, I've been working at this rabbit hutch, and I got a little bit discouraged because we're working on a budget, and I got a bunch of scrap wood, but I went and bought a bunch of cold lumber, and all the problems that come with cold lumber. You know, it's all cattywampus, and I know, honestly, if I had a flat board that I could like soak it really well and clamp it down to straighten it, I could, but I'm just a little bit discouraged, frustrated with it, and I'm taking a break from that. That'll be its own video, and I'll figure out what I want to do with that. But it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to keep rabbits dry and from getting eaten, and they will. It'll serve its purpose. It won't be perfect. One of these days I'll have the money to buy new lumber and make everything pretty, but for now we do what we can and try to stay encouraged and enthusiastic while we do it. That's one we got, but we really, if we want more rabbits than that, we're gonna need a bigger. So I'm gonna have 5 boxes in this one, so at least we have our buck or babies or something in there, and then they can grow up a little bit in these before we start butchering them. So I do that. Chickens are great. They're a lot older. They all started laying this week. The chicks we got started laying. That gray one right there that's running away from me, I think she laid the egg of all eggs and hurt herself because we came out here a little bit after, and she had poop just caked up all over her backside, which she then subsequently rubbed raw. So we're thinking that maybe it stretched her a little too hard. She hurt herself, and then she wasn't able to go to the bathroom correctly, got it stuck on her backside, and then trying to scrape or rub it off, it rubbed her raw, kind of put a bald spot on her booty. So we got out here and cleaned her up, and No open wounds or lesions. We caught it in time, but we cleaned her up, and she's starting to grow back her feathers and look good. But man, I think she was sore for a while. That egg was large. I'll post a picture of it. That egg was big. And then I went out and put some new bedding in. I made sure I dusted with permethrin so no mites would get in there on that exposed skin. And other than that, they're all happy. Fat. Man, our new girls are big. These red ones are large. So, and put up all our tomato cages. They're over there. I don't want to build a little shed over there for hay and feed. Just a little lean-to would be nice. Keep our hay from getting wet. So we're going to let all these sprout up before we mulch them in. And then I've got a little pot of soil up here that we took some carrot tops from when we pulled those. Which I didn't film. I don't think I filmed me pulling those, but we got carrots and they did well. But we got some carrot tops that we let sprout, and we're going to put them in here just to bring the seeds because we want to start producing our own seeds and our own sprouts. So, and here's some eggs that I picked up this morning. I had to take them inside. So we got our pretty blue ones, tan, very light, and pink. So all the colors. It's a good day. There's our hay from our neighbor. He gave us about 3 bales from him. Probably the only ones who aren't using it for decoration. Go on! Go get him! Go get him! Yeah. It's just a good day. It's coming along. It's been a hard summer. We've both been working really hard at our full-time jobs. And it's been really hot, really hard to get anything done. And but we're making it happen. So thanks for being patient, guys. What? These are not for you. Kind of soft and nasty, but we'll see. Maybe I'll put you over here. The Jerusalem artichokes all fell over. And onions are ready to pick when they turn horizontal. But there's some conflicting information, so we're researching that. Because they're alive, except for these two. They're alive and still growing and healthy. They're just flopped over, so I'm not really prepared to answer that question yet. Oh, you didn't let me in. You didn't let me in. Good morning. You'll give me the hose? Alright, you can come with me. There we go. These used to grow all the time where I grew up. Not far away. Better about cleaning up. I gotta find a way to payroll these projects a little better. You know, on occasion I make pipes and sell them. Tobacco pipes. If any of you guys would be interested in that. I think you've seen me smoke before. But I don't know. Got to make a run to the hardware store or the feed store to get more chicken feed. We buy a special gluten-free mix on account of, yeah, you're not supposed to come out here. My wife's autoimmune disease. You know, we gotta be careful what we feed the chickens. She could get sick from it. Then we supplement a filler feed. I think you've seen me mix it before. So, and we're starting to change over from pine shavings to our to straw for the chicken bedding. Day by day, guys. All right, gotta go change our water filter out. I don't think I'm gonna film that because there's a chance I'm gonna. Well, it's gonna be messy, but thanks, guys. Go on.